Hey there! Have you ever looked at a perfectly good egg and thought, you know what this needs? A thick, creamy, mustard-based sauce. No? Well, you're about to discover the wonders of Senfeier. That is, eggs in mustard sauce. Now I know what you are thinking. Mustard sauce on eggs? That sounds absolutely ridiculous. This dish sounds like the culinary equivalent of wearing socks with sandals. It's a fashion disaster waiting to happen in your mouth. But somehow, we Germans managed to turn this strange concept into a delicious and very budget-friendly meal. Now, obviously, this sauce doesn't contain only mustard. As a matter of fact, there are only a couple of teaspoons of mustard in there. Apart from that, you'll need butter, salt, pepper, flour, lemon juice, milk and stock. I'm using chicken stock, which adds a lot to the taste. But you can use veggie stock. Also some chives for decorating and added flavor. Oops, they had been in the rain and are a bit malade. Great, we'll start off by cooking some hard-boiled egg. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you how it's done. I added some vinegar to the water, as that apparently helps with peeling the eggs. I might have added a bit too much vinegar, as the shells started to bubble quite a bit, but it turned out alright. Next I also set some rice on the stove. You know, just 2 cups of dry rice. I think traditionally mustard eggs are served with potatoes, but tradition can suck my thumb. We are doing rice. You may, however, serve this with whatever you like, of course. Once the eggs have boiled for, I don't know, 10 minutes, they are ready to be peeled. I gave them a dunk in an ice bath and peeled them, which went fairly easy, and I was left with a nice pile of eggs. Okay, now onward to the sauce. You might notice that this is just a roux-based sauce. So we'll add our butter to a pot and let it melt. Then whisk in the flour and let it roast just a bit while constantly whisking. Once it starts to become a hint of a golden color, we whisk in the stock and then the milk. Now it is time for the star of the show, the mustard. This is just a plain old yellow one. Now I might have added too little flour to bind all the liquid, so I had to reduce it a little longer. But I wrote the proper amount in the description. Now I added the eggs too early, as I forgot to season first. You should season first with salt and pepper and maybe a hint of a hot sauce, and then add the eggs. I kept one egg aside for decorating later on. I had to add some starch water to my sauce to thicken it a bit more. But then it was done. I added some rice to a bowl, then placed the eggs on top and dressed the sauce over it. And as it is tradition on this channel, everything was just slightly out of focus. Then I decorated with chives and a touch of freshly ground pepper. So there you have it, German Senfeier. We had just some salad with them, and that was great, as a small, fast dinner. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe I'll see you next time, if you want to hear another tale.